Alrighty, let's get started. Welcome, everybody. Happy New Year. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday season and that the New Year's treating you all right so far. This is going to be our agenda for today. We're going to start off hearing from Kala regarding SFA on-site reviews, and then we'll hear from Pamela regarding literacy from the lunchroom, and then we'll hear a USDA foods update from Sean, and then Kylie will present some material for civil rights, and then we'll hear from Pamela again regarding wellness policy, spotlight on local, farm to school, and then Marianne will give us some Sun Meal reminders, and then Kala will conclude us with some short reminders regarding NSLP 103. So without further ado, Kala?
Thanks, Alex. Alrighty, you guys. I just wanted to send out a couple reminders regarding the SFA on-site reviews. Alex, if you want to go to the next slide, please. The deadline of February 1st is coming up for our SFA on-site reviews. It's about a week and a half away. These must be completed to February 1st. That form you see there is located in our download forms on my Idaho CNP. And please, please save these in your records. We will be asking for these if we are on site conducting an admin review. So make sure that you guys have documentation that you're completing your reviews. Alex, you want to go to the next slide? So like this slide says, this is a, self-monitoring form that kind of helps you guys know what's going on with your programs and checking compliance so that you can address issues as you see them and hopefully decrease the number of findings and technical assistance during an admin review. And then hopefully, this could also be an idea for different areas of training for your staff. If you're looking for new monthly training topics, this is also a great way to evaluate what's going on. For a reminder, if you have just one site, the SFA on-site monitoring is not required, but I would suggest that you guys take a look at it. And best practice would be just to complete it just to make sure you guys know what's going on within your programs. And if you have multiple sites, that 50% of your breakfast sites must be reviewed and 100% of lunch sites must be reviewed. Alex, you want to go to the next slide for me, please? There's also an online training in our CNP training portal called the 2025 online SFA on-site monitoring training. It is valid through August of this year, so that is all up to date as of the 25-26 school year.
Thanks so much, Kala. All right, and we'll hear from Pamela regarding farm to school and literacy from the lunchroom. Pamela?
Thanks, Alex. Next slide, please. So the school lunchroom is a place where kids can take a break from their lessons, build relationships, and leave feeling wholly nourished. Lunchrooms contain a world of potential and deserve our attention. Kids see lunchrooms not just as places for eating, but also as places for building community, connection, identity, agency, values, and culture. Lunch might even be the highlight of a student's day, including fun free posters that,
Pamela,
yeah.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you. Your thing is a little muffled. Um, so I don't know if you need to adjust. I don't know if everyone can hear on everyone's end, but wanted to give you just a heads up.
Thanks. Is this working now? Hello. Is this okay? Is that better?
It's still a bit muffled here. Hold on. See.
Yeah.
Is this one a little better?
Oh yeah, that's a lot better.
Okay, found it. Okay, super. Let me start my spiel again about lunchrooms, and I've been on reviews with the NSLP team and have seen a lot of these lovely posters in the lunchroom. So that's great because kids, to see lunchrooms, and that's a great place for um, enhancing literacy without effort. Kids are also grateful that you give them a place to focus their eyes because they can't make eye contact without others a lot of the time. And any time that there are words hitting retinas, that leads to learning. Next slide, please. Thanks. So, Ag in the Classroom, Idaho Agriculture in the Classroom is excited to partner with Ag West Farm Credit to bring agriculture directly into K-3 classrooms across Idaho through free in-person classroom visits on Thursday, April 9th. This is a fun, easy classroom visit where Ag West Farm Credit employees will come to your classroom and read an agriculture-themed book and lead a short hands-on activity with students. This is particularly needed in the Magic Valley area. So here's a sign up for an interest survey, and Cassidy at Ag in the Classroom is there to answer any questions. If you could even ask that they come to the lunchroom. So that would be a great thing if you wanted to participate with that. Are we having?
I think we're having some audio issues again,
Okay, was that the?
fortunately. Let's see, hold on.
Is this one still going?
Yes.
I switched it again. Okay. All right, so it's coming through on our end. Um, if you need help, I can put the link to this survey form in the chat, and Cassidy's information. This is for Ag in the Classroom. Um, Ag in the Classroom reading by Ag West. Okay. Next slide, please. The books that they're going to, the book of the year is I Love Blueberries. It's a book about blueberries and growing hydroponically. This is a book that will be able to um, be left with the classroom or the lunchroom when an Ag West volunteer comes to read. And then the first book by this author and illustrator is I Love Strawberries. So this is a story about Jolie, same girl who loves strawberries and is on a hilarious mission to grow her own food from seed to table. Next slide, please. Oh, that's all I had. Thanks for
Thanks,
now.
Pamela. All right, and we'll hear from Sean for USDA Foods Update. Sean?
Good morning. Hopefully you can all hear me. Next slide, please. I'd just like to welcome you to the January USDA Foods Updates. I wanted to start off with next week we have scheduled the annual USDA Foods Training. It will be held January 27th at Dairy West in Meridian. This is an in-person training and is scheduled from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. This training is not mandatory, but will provide you with basic understanding of the USDA Foods program. If you have not already registered, you can go to the CNP training portal and sign up. And a direct link was also sent to you in an email a few weeks ago. Next slide, please. Some reminders is to remember to receipt and favor should be receipted within 2 business days of delivery date. After that, a receipt is considered past due. If past due receipts exist, ordering will be locked until past due receipts have been processed. It is important to keep, it's a good idea to keep your point of contact information up to date in favors. Best practice is to have 2 points of contact in case one is not available when the receipt is due. And then I also wanted to remind you to keep track of your 60-day dwell time. Gold Star Foods notified everyone that was approaching their 60-day dwell time in December. As a reminder, all inventory should be placed on order before its 60 days are up. If items are not placed on order by the due date, items will be placed to an open order, or a new order will be created for items that have surpassed their dwell time. If you have questions or need assistance placing an order, please contact your Gold Star representative. And then an update on the DoD allocations. We have sent in Idaho's request to reallocate $157,188 from entitlement to DoD favors. This is based on the responses that we received for the January DoD survey. These were due to USDA by January 16th, and USDA will review them and notify us when they've approved the request. Once we receive approval, Kendall and I will go in and adjust the DoD amounts. We will let you know when the adjustments have been made, but our hope is to have that done by the end of the month. Next slide. Open banks. I wanted to talk a little bit about open banks. We open banks when we have excess inventory at a processor. Open banks mean you can order products without diverting raw pounds to that processor. We currently have open banks for products from JTM, Tyson, Smuckers, S&F Foods, and Cargill. On Cargill, when we ordered the scrambled egg last year, the drawdown was set to 18.38 pounds. That has changed to 9.19 pounds, which has resulted in an excess inventory of liquid eggs. We are looking at adding 4 new products that can be ordered to help draw down those pounds. Those products are grilled egg patties, egg baked bites, omelets with cheese, and extravaganza with bacon and cheese. Gold Star Foods is working on adding these products and will send you a notice and an updated cheat sheet when the additions have been finalized. And then, next slide. And then the USDA has released the foods available list in December. We have been working with the Advisory Council to determine which USDA foods Idaho will make available in the catalog in Web SEM. The Advisory Council will be meeting this morning to finalize that list. We will be sending out that list to all of our districts along with a survey link on this Friday, January 23rd. We are asking you to review the list and respond to the survey by February 2nd. Kendall and I will then take the list and your input and start building Idaho's USDA foods catalog for the 2026-27 school year. We will update the web SEM forecasting worksheets and prepare training to help you complete your orders for the next school year. We are planning on opening the catalog for ordering on February 17th and closing it on March 6th. And that's all the updates I have now.
Thanks so much, Sean. All right, and we'll hear from Kylie regarding civil rights. Kylie?
Thanks, Alex. Good morning, everyone. If you could go to the next slide, please, Alex. So just a quick reminder to make sure your USDA non-discrimination statement is up to date. The long version was updated in May of 2022 and needs to be on your website and included in items such as applications, household letters, public information, and on your social media as well. This is just important with staying compliant with civil rights requirements. And that's all I got.
Thanks so much, Kylie. All right, and we'll hear from Pamela again regarding wellness policy. Pamela?
We hope so anyway. Is this volume okay for everybody? Next slide, please. Thank you. So with your wellness policies, effective wellness policies are really promoting the culture of health within a school community. And since 2004, state education agencies have required school districts to create one. Over the past several years, school districts have revised local wellness policies to meet the minimum federal standards under the final rule of the Healthy Hunger-Free Kids Act of 2010. With this in mind, schools are now tasked with convening, planning, and implementing school-level wellness efforts to comply with local wellness policies. School wellness committees typically assess the school health environment, programs and policies in place, and identify ways to strengthen these to improve the health of students and staff. Usually, committees will develop and implement an action plan based on what they learn about the school. They also provide advice and expertise to administrators in the building and provide feedback to the district regarding implementation of health-related wellness policies and programs. And they also report on the content and implementation to the public. When it comes to promoting nutrition, making the healthy choice the easy choice is where Smart Snacks comes in, but that's a topic for a different day. Next slide, please. Okay, so your local wellness policy assessments. The School Wellness Committee is a way to ensure that district level wellness policies are implemented at the building level. They're two different things. In addition, the Wellness Committee represent the unique perspective of the community in a school building. This enables the health priorities and activities put in place to truly reflect the needs and interests of that school. Assessments conducted at the school level ensure the school is following the district policy, and at the district level, compared to a model policy. Triennial assessments must be readily available to the public, and those are, again, due every 3 years. You can do them every year, but every 3 years is the minimum. Next slide, please. So, yeah, who should join the school wellness committee? All sorts of folks. Um, the school wellness committee supports the school in developing a healthier school environment, assist with policy development or revision to support a healthy school environment. It promotes parent, community, and professional involvement in developing a healthier school environment, and even evaluate the program and policy efforts and provide feedback to the district regarding progress on the implementation of the local wellness policy. And these are some reasons why you need help and why there needs to be a designee with the authority and responsibility to ensure each school complies with the wellness policy. And I know a lot of you out there are already doing that because you have wonderful um, wellness policies and triennial assessments. And when the NSLP team comes out for an administrative review, it's like they definitely appreciate that and have kudos for you in getting that done. And we have tools as well. Next slide, please. Here we go. This toolkit is an awesome resource for you. Because the Wellness Committee is an action-oriented group that focuses on the implementation of the district wellness policy and other health-related priorities. It's a way to engage school staff and parents in school wellness using the ready-to-go communication tools. And each tool includes places for you to enter information specific to your school or school district. So remember, the School Wellness Committee can be combined with existing school committees to provide additional support and resources for the school, students, and community. And this is a way to get students involved. Next slide, please. So the SD website has a lot of resources under helpful information on the School Wellness and Smart Snacks page. You'll find downloads of the triennial assessment, as well as external resources providing a model wellness policy and frequently asked questions. Next slide, please. A how-to. There are 6 steps in creating a wellness committee, a successful policy, getting the triennial assessment done. Use the tools from the previous slides to guide your process. There's no need to recreate the wheel, but you do need to communicate. So take a few minutes to locate the specifics for your school district, starting with your last assessment. If you're having an AR or are due for one, remember that the wellness policy is assessed at the school and district level and gets approved by the board. So if you need to have a chance to get it in front of the board, get it on their agenda, getting the assessment done and on the board's agenda might take some time. And remember, the point behind the wellness policy is to ensure that children have a healthy environment with wraparound messaging that supports their well-being. They deserve that, and so do the adults. Please reach out with successes and challenges. We hear a lot about what's not working, but I know there are a lot of you with vibrant committees and model policies too. So that's what we have for school wellness. And of course, reach out if you need any help. Um, Next slide, please. Oh, yay, spotlight on local. Next slide, please. So last fall we had our Farm to School Crunch event, and West Ada was one school that participated in the Crunch event and sent a whole bunch of videos. This is one of them that we'll play in just a sec. The students' appreciation for farmers was captured in many school events like this and is very heartwarming. Alex, can you play the clip, please? Yay. Thanks. And then on the next slide, we have a great slideshow. Go ahead and play this one too, please. All the kiddos who had to chew with their side teeth.
One, two, three, crunch. One, two, three, crunch.
I think that's it. Thank you so much to West Data and all the students and schools and to administrators, staff who participated. This is just fantastic. Okay. Yay. Next slide. Thank you. Farm to school time. Next slide, please. So farm to school in winter is very much an active time. I want to grow my own food, but I can't find bacon seeds. Working with fiber, I turn grass into wool. What's your superpower? Said the sheep. Next slide, please. So in the garden and field, planning, now's a great time to reach out to local producers through the Idaho Preferred tool. It's it's the farmer's downtime, and they would love to see what they can grow for you to support your menus and support local food and really, help create the loop of financial literacy where the students learn that by eating local, they're supporting the farmers and the food producers in their community. And then that leads to nutrition and food literacy as well. Um, let's see, there's all sorts of things that you can do in the kitchen, in the classroom, at home. And here's a link for um, farm to school fact sheets to help what what your efforts are already providing. Next slide, please. Our what's in season slide, we get apples, onions, and potatoes. And probably, I think next month we might get some herbs and greens.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. Hey, thank you so much for your flexibility. Gotta love technology, right? Thank you all again. So let's just pick up where we left off. Good morning, everyone. I hope you all had a wonderful and enjoyable holiday weekend. So welcome back. The next few slides are just reminders for our current SFSP sponsors. And towards the end, there will be training dates information. So if you are not a current SFSP sponsors, but may be interested in operating summer food this summer, please stay tuned. Next slide, Alex. Awesome. So I know some of these informations was shared, gosh, I think in the November webinar. So wanted to just remind everyone with just a couple of changes that are happening. One of them is the new SFSP branding. USDA has previously rolled out a more flexible and comprehensive strategy to support children with meals during the summer months. This updated approach is called SUN programs. So that is short for USDA's Summer Nutrition Programs for Kids. The SUN part, the SUN, comes from Summer Plus Nutrition. The name highlights the brighter, broader impact these programs aim to have, which is ensuring kids are nourished, supported, and able to thrive not only during the summer months, but throughout the year, ensuring they are ready come fall time to back to school. Here in Idaho, the SUN programs will support children through two main pathways, SUN Meals and SUN Meals to Go. The SUN Meals is the traditional congregate model. Kids come to an eligible meal site and eat on site, so they have to consume their meals on site. It's designed for communities where congregate meal service is accessible and feasible. So think like perhaps Boys and Girls Club or YMCA centers, or again, summer school locations as well. These are some of the examples we have of traditional congregate model. The second SUN Meals programs is the SUN Meals to Go. This is the non-congregate service option for rural communities. Families can pick up meals and take them home, increasing access where distance or lack of transportation is a barrier. So together, these two models give Idaho the flexibility to meet kids where they are. The goal is simple: ensure no child misses out on nutritious meals just because school is out for the summer. Next slide, Alex. So SUN program sponsors, as you prepare for summer 2026, please consider using these SUN programs logos. I will go ahead and put that link on the chat box. So please click on that and bookmark it. Let me find the chat box. And there's a lot of different a lot of different branding information at that link that I just shared in the chat box. There's branding materials, social media content, assistant posting, graphics and videos, print materials if you want to create your own specific posters or rack cards. You can also use use some of those materials from that link. There's some fact sheets in there. So if you are someone who do a lot of advocacy conversations with your leadership team, administration, local key stakeholders like mayors, mayors and city council members, and you guys are talking about your SUN programs, there's a lot of great information that you can use from that link that includes the fact sheets, and there's other communication templates that you can also utilize. So please, please, please make sure that to click on that link and just bookmark that in your computer. Next slide, Alex. All right, so you all know that the registration is all available for trainings this year, but I wanted to just do some reminders. I think some people, I think it's throwing off some folks that the trainings are in February this year. And so I've gotten a few emails of just a little confusion. So I just wanted to make sure we reiterate the changes to our annual sponsor trainings this year. Just as a reminder, beginning this summer, program 2026, we are shifting how we deliver summer meals trainings. Instead of hosting separate 101 and refresher sessions, and for those folks that have been with the program for so long, you guys know that we've done a separate 101 and refresher trainings, but beginning this year, we are moving to a more streamlined, consolidated training for all sponsors. The updated training will now be called the SFSP Annual Sponsor Training. This new name reflects the unified format and consistent expectations for all sponsors, and it really allows for newer sponsors to also be in the same table as the experienced sponsors to be able to just, collaborate and pick their brains and ask any questions. And then, of course, for the experienced sponsors, sharing their wealth of knowledge. And so we are very excited to change the format of the training this year. As a reminder, the trainings will be in person to ensure program contacts receives hands-on interactive support. The format will also allow us for better discussions, questions, and again, networking with other sponsors. Again, as a reminder, as a reiteration, every designated SFSP program contact must attend one annual sponsor training session each year. Attendance is required to ensure all program contacts receive the same information, updates, and expectations. Program contacts may bring one additional staff member depending on space and availability. Final confirmation on this will be made after all sponsors have registered, so we can prioritize the required attendees first. And then lastly, as a reminder, attendance is mandatory. So sponsors who do not attend the required training will not be approved for operation. So please make sure yourself is attending it, or if there is an emergency situation, please identify another individual that can attend on your behalf. And please let me know so we can document that appropriately. And so, yeah, just maintain an open communication with us and just let us know if you're unable to attend. Next slide, Alex. So here are the following training dates for the annual sponsor training, as well as the Sun Meals to Go training. So again, the Sun Meals to Go is the rural non-congregate training. So for all sponsors, you can attend either February 13th, February 19th, or the 24th, depending which area of the state you are in. And then in addition to that training, if you are operating the rural non-congregate or Sun Meals to Go, or even if you are considering operating, so you're still kind of on the fence, please make sure to also register for the Sun Meals to Go training. This is a requirement, so we want to make sure you guys get all of the information you need in order to operate the Sun Meals to Go operation. So screenshot this if you haven't registered for the training. Please make sure to log into your CNP training portal to register for these trainings. Next slide, Alex. Renewal packets. Renewal packets will be opening on Friday, February 6th, and the due date this year is Friday, May 1st. So please keep an eye out to our usual welcome back email that will be going out around the time of before February 6th, and then we'll open up that packet then. Side note, I didn't put it in this slide, but I just thought about it. But just side note, if you are considering any new sites for summer food or Sun Meals programs, please be sure to reach out and I can validate if the site is in an area eligible location. I wouldn't want you to do all the planning and do all the preparation for sites without validating if they are in an area eligible location. So that is the first and foremost steps that we need to take. Next slide, Alex. And then last but not least, you all saw this in a broadcast email I sent yesterday, but we have summer food posters this year. You guys, especially for our NSLP sponsors, you're very familiar with posters like this specifically for NSLP, and I'm so happy to share that we have one specifically for summer food. So these summer food posters have been created to support meal service operations. Please see the screen the screenshots in your screen to look what the posters look like. There are 4 different ones. As you can see, the first 2 in your screen, we have the SFSP breakfast unitized meals and the SFSP lunch unitized meals. Next slide, Alex. And then the other 2 are the offer versus serve specifically for summer food. So offer versus serve is different in NSLP and SFSP. So we specifically wanted to create these 2 posters because I know many of you also operate SFSP OVS. And so I wanted to make sure there's a quick reference that you can have. Each of these posters measures about 22 by 17 and is laminated, so making them easy to post on your cafeteria walls for quick reference. We will begin mailing these posters in the next few weeks, so please be sure to keep an eye out for them. And as soon as your school year ends, please post these in your cafeterias, cafeteria line, kitchen area. Again, just as a quick reference to your kitchen staff. And we're excited to see them this summer. And I believe that is my last slide. So if you guys have any questions or anything, please reach out to the summer food team. Thanks, everyone. Looking forward for the summer.
Thanks, Marianne. All right, and we'll hear from Calla regarding some NSLP 103 reminders. Calla?
All right, I think I am last but not least. Just a quick reminder, NSLP 103 is taking place next week, January 28th, which is Wednesday, at Dairy West. We're scheduled from about 8 to 5 p.m. If you have not registered, you can register in the CNP Learning Portal. And if you have any question for us, please email the NSLP team and we will get back to you as soon as we can on any questions you have. As a reminder, this is not mandatory, but highly, highly encouraged, especially in conjunction with the USDA foods training the day before. I think this would be a great opportunity for you guys to two birds, one stone and come to both trainings next week.
Thanks, Calla. All right, and then this is our non-discrimination statement and our contact lists. And that
Hey,
conclude. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, sorry, Alex. Um, I have two things. There were some comments made about the civil rights statement, and USDA has not given us further guidance on it. So before you go and make a lot of changes to your civil rights statement, and then we get guidance on it and may have to change it again, even if we come out and do a review, if you have a civil rights statement on your web page and materials, it is just technical assistance. So unfortunately, we're still in a holding pattern, waiting for USDA to tell us the correct civil rights statement to use. We do have some new posters printed. We had to print them ourselves. So if you need a few of those with the, I think it's the 2025 statement on it, please let us know. We do have a limited number of those. So don't, if you have 3 sites, don't ask for 15 of them so you have extra. We really need to be careful how many we're sending out. And someone has asked about the whole milk for healthy kids. This is only for lunch currently. Breakfast, after school snack, and CACFP are not included in the Whole Milk for Healthy Kids Act. They are working on guidance for that, and that, Marianne is correct, sorry. SFSP is not included as well, but we're waiting for further guidance for them on the whole milk for healthy kids. Part of the dietary guidelines for Americans also stresses whole milk, and the regulation says we will follow the dietary guidelines. So again, more information to come on that one for whole milk. You can serve it at lunch. Parents can complete a milk substitution form as long as it's nutritionally equivalent. And part of the Whole Milk for Healthy Kids Act is there is a requirement that we train you on food allergies. So yes, it's out there. Whole Milk for Healthy Kids Act is only for lunch. It is not for any of the other programs. And USDA has promised us something soon, and I know that's a 4-letter word, but we will try to get you information as soon as we get it. So I just wanted to let everybody know about that. Thank you, Alex.
Yep, thank you, Lynda. Kind of want to open the floor to any other questions. Anybody? Anything in the chat here? Doesn't look like it. All right, going once, going twice. Well, alrighty, folks. Thank you for attending today's webinar. Our apologies for the technical issues. We'll be sure to get the recording up on YouTube either later today or tomorrow. And Happy New Year, everybody. We'll hope to see you all February 18th.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Alex.
Thank you. Bye.